Hey everybody. Okay, here we go. Gotta set that thing back up on its tripod. Greetings from Owen Saxon Accounting Headquarters. And happy Friday. You made it through another week. Congratulations. Alright. Yeah, I got a couple things to share with you. First of all, I'm not running indoors on a treadmill because I have any trepidations about running outside. See, Friday, I'm thinking. Tuesday, I went for this amazing run that was like 59, 60 degrees. And the thing is, people are already starting to automatically give you a courtesy of 6 feet. I see somebody running. I actually saw people get off the trail. You know, it was kind of funny. And I return the courtesy as often as possible as well. Because we live in uncertain times right now. But after going through a couple of stressful trips out of the house, got to have that half and half, you know. Bananas. You can only buy so many bananas, right? I mean, what are you going to do? So, finally I started having some thoughts about that today. And I realized, well, the CDC mortality rates, they are stating that it's like 10 to 20 times higher than regular influenza. Well, let's talk about those numbers a little bit. So in the age bracket between 65 and 74, the mortality rate is between 3 to 11%. Okay, so if you catch it, that means there's a 7 out of 100 chance that you'll die from it. Okay, that sounds like it sucks pretty bad. But let's take a look at that from the other side of the balance, which is what we do. We love doing the math because everybody's owing tax, right? And here's the math. That means you have a 93 in 100 chance of not dying. And that's if you're over 65. I think the average across the board's under 1%. So here's another thought I was having. Is we are not sequestering ourselves in our house so much out of a mortal fear of dying before our time, but more because we're doing it for the love of our fellow humanity. Family, friends, people we don't know, our fellow human beings. We're basically doing this to flatten a growth curve. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? You're in your homes, you're having a lot of thoughts, you're looking at your Facebook feed and everybody's posting joke memes or serious memes or angry memes, but here's the thing, is your chances are betting odds that you're not going to die. How about that? But exercise normal self-preserving caution. Care about other people. And the biggest thing I started doing is I'm at a store, somebody's checking me out. They've been there in contact with hundreds, if not thousands of humans every day. They're literally risking their health. And yeah, okay, it was their job before the pandemic of the century occurred. But appreciate them. I literally tell them I appreciate you for working today because words have power. So, yeah, just get a little indoor exercise in. Got this very cool setup where I'm going to turn this phone sideways as soon as I get done using up all my air talking. And I'm going to watch a little Netflix, get my mileage in, and the weather is supposed to be warming up again. After all, it is spring. Has been for a whole 2 days now. So, last thing. Now I got a few people on. I can see 3 names, though not well without glasses. But hey guys, and thank you for hanging in there for a few minutes with me. Now this is the big news. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin announced that tax day is different for the first time in my memorable experience. And I was born quite a while back into the 20th century. But tax day this year is July 15th, 90 days later. If you look at my feed, I posted they were delaying the payment deadline, which is great. But then they took the next step, and I should have expected it, but it did happen, and I can confirm IRS and Treasury has extended the tax deadline. You need do nothing at all. It's just as if this year they waved a magic wand and tax day is July 15th, 2020, not April 15th. That means you do have another 3 months to file, and if you owe, you have another 3 months to pay without penalty or interest. Now, they also said in the same release that if you're owed a refund, file for it. Get your money. Especially these days, there's a lot of folks that might be looking at it as some kind of paradigm shift in their income situation. If you think you're owed a refund, go get that sucker. If you believe you owe money, well, my dogs want dinner. That's the funny part about running indoors. Okay. If you believe you owe money, keep this in mind. If your tax is about to put together, or you want to get it done and get it over with, great, do that. You can always file it before this week, next week, before April 15th, and hang on to the voucher and the payment until July. You don't have to file and pay the same day. I know there's some confusion about that, but I'm here to tell you that you don't actually owe your taxes now until 11:59 p.m. on July 15th. There are big fiscal, household fiscal implications of that. You might be able to use that money for something else, keeping in mind, of course, that you're going to have the liability to pay down the road. But if you bank it, hold it for 3 months, and don't do anything else, at least you'll earn savings interest on it. And there are some high yield interest savings accounts out there online. I know they've been taking a deep dive with the Fed cutting rates, but a lot of them are still 1.5% or higher. It's a few bucks. So, or scenario B, you still haven't quite scraped together all the money you were going to pay in. We're thinking about doing an installment agreement. Well, now basically you get a 90-day breath of fresh air. I try to come up with it all. So this is a silver lining that our favorite government is providing us, and it's best to take as full advantage of it as possible. Okay, guys, that's a full mile, and I think I'm going to shut this down now. So I just want to say that I'm happy to be able to come for you this way. You know, when I was a kid, science fiction was all about being able to have phone conversations with video and flying cars. And I'm here to tell you, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. That's one thing. We can stay in touch with one another. The world is smaller, and we all need to care about each other a little bit more. So, if you think of sequestration, did I say that word right? As an act of love, maybe that'll help you feel a little bit better about it. So, with that, I'm going to sign off. And as always, wish you a day, evening, and a weekend full of abundance and joy, peace and love. And now I'm going to make you rock up and down because I grab this thing and hit the finish button. All right, you guys. Peace and love. See you soon.